I'm your host, New York Castellan. Welcome. Now we come here from the beach in San Diego, right here by Coronado Beach. And we're here because we came to meet an amazing team of partners, business partners, and to use some Crayons. You know why? Because they had an idea. They took a label, Crayons, something maybe that's so nice. They call Marine, and it's a former Marine, and from military affiliated. They say we're gonna do something about this, and they did. They transformed that label into something positive, into something that not only all Marines can take pride of, but children can do it, and our families can do it by making crayons. Crayons, yes. Made out of chocolate that not only are yummy to eat, but they actually you can use to draw. Every parent's dream. Because you have a child that likes to draw. The first thing they're going to do is going to put that crayon in the mouth. But why not put a crayon that's actually for eating? So, we are going to travel today to Romania. And I can't wait to tell you. I can't wait for him to tell you this.
Hi, I'm Frank Mantel, CEO and co-founder of Crayons. I'm the official Crayon Eater King. We have turned the military joke of calling us Marines Crayon Eaters into reality.
Oh, all right, so it's me. I'm Cassandra Gordon. I'm COO and co-founder of Crayons Ready to Eat, and I am a daughter of an Army veteran. And that's kind of, I guess, where our story started with the military.
Yep. And don't forget, you're the brains behind this, because without you making the chocolate right, we wouldn't be here today.
And without him, there wouldn't be the idea of this. So, I mean...
Team effort.
Right?
Yep. Clubhouse came along and it brought the networking back. It was literally like radio meets networking on steroids, and was able to meet a lot of different people and get to interact with people through audio. And through there is where I had met Eric Ranks and Joey Mack at the Mobile Cigar Lounge. Eric Ranks was like, because I'd go into these rooms and you would see Mastermind, connect and come talk to me. So I'd go to reach out to these people, and these are the people that are claiming they're making 7 figures and can help you get to where you want to be and stuff like that. So I'd call them, and I got aggravated. I'm like, why are you trying to change my story? We derived this from the military joke. I'm not changing my story. And then he wanted to charge an exorbitant amount of money. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I meet Eric Ranks, and he tells me, he was like, hey, do you know about the Vegetable Tribe? I'm like, yeah, I'm on there, but I don't do anything. I'm a little bit, a little bit here and there or whatever because of the woodworking. And he was like, well, they have the Warrior Council. I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's a mastermind for the Vegetable. I'm like, okay, here we go. So I get in there and start meeting you and other people and be getting more clever, getting understanding business a little bit more. And then Joey Mack at the Mobile Cigar Lounge starts talking about, well, you need to take this from just, because right now it literally is just a hobby, because we were just, as a small time cottage food permit partnership registered. So we registered it LLC, launched that in February 10th, February 8th, or no, it was literally filed at the end of November. February 8th, I come down with COVID. Yeah. I'm not going to work. I'm stuck at home. So I'm diving more into the clubhouse. I'm learning more about how, business is working, talking with people, get involved into the Warrior Council, and start getting connections. And a couple months later, I'm in rooms and I'm learning about CPG, consumer packaged goods, which we are. So I'm learning other aspects and more things and connecting with people. And I'm like, how do I do that? Well, do this, do this, this. But nobody was showing me. Nobody was helping me walk me through it. And so I'm going to her and we're trying to figure things out together and trying to we need to do this, we got to do this, get to the next step. And our ultimate goal is we need to be able to ship our products. But how do we get there? I met Robert Garland from Fund the First, which is a crowdfunding platform. That platform is just unbelievable. If you are in a business or you're doing anything where you have trying to raise funds for somebody that's fallen, you need to get into Fund the First. The benefits about Fund the First is there's no end date, which typically in crowdfunding you want an end date so it drives people to get there, but you don't have to have an end date. It's not only set up for business ventures, it's set up for people that if you have a medical need or stuff like that they can raise funds. And I can start requesting money to put into the business in 30 days. Every 30 days, I can start requesting money. So not only does that guarantee that we're getting our project funded, but we're able to start putting money into the business. So the people that are donating are guaranteed to get their product because you now are putting it. And the biggest thing about it is they verify you through ID Me. On these other platforms, you can go and find a law enforcement officer that's been killed in line of duty. There's 4 or 5 different GoFundMe pages put up. You don't know who the real one is, but with them, it's verified through ID Me. And there's only one campaign going on at a time. And we got on there and I just started sharing, started raising funds. Got into Flossie Hall came around in full circle. She heard me in a room and she was like, we've talked, a little bit here and there and we developed a friendship. And she was like, let me help you. She's like, you need somebody to help you explain how to do these things because I was getting overwhelmed. And then Flossie came on, she's basically in an advisory position with us. So she's helping us, advise us how to get business structured, how to get things situated and helping us find the manufacturing facilities because she's been in the food industry. She started Healthy Mama. So now it's okay, now the gears are shifting. We increased the crowdfunding campaign. Now we're at 12,100. We've reached out to almost 60 some different facilities to be able to find somebody with either no response or nope, you're not big enough, or we don't know how to replicate what you did. We re-engineered the chocolate industry. She re-engineered the chocolate industry, right?
It's crazy because I feel like this is such a simple product. I made it out of my own kitchen. So the fact that it's so hard for us to find a chocolate place to even make this, it blows my mind that they say no. But once we finally get this out there, they're going to open up their eyes. They're going to go we can, if they can do this, we can do this. So we just need that one place.
Speaking of that one place, we think we found it. We found a company in Washington State that is working with us diligently. They literally went above and beyond when we had our meeting. And all we did is we gave them images, measurements, and weight of our crayons. At the initial meeting we had with them, they literally showed up with a prototype.
And it looked
pretty darn close to our crayon shape because we wanted to keep that triangle shape. So right now, between the crowdfunding and last weekend, I was in Napa Valley. I got involved in an organization called Warrior Rising. They put on this amazing Warrior Academy for entrepreneurs to help them learn and take your military knowledge and experience and put it on paper and put your business and get it structured with how you know in the military. Then picked me along with 9 other entrepreneurs to go to this thing called a business shower. And a business shower is similar like a baby shower or bridal shower where they shower you with gifts, but they also had a pitch competition. Now remember I said I didn't know what a pitch was? I still didn't know what a pitch was. I know I'd come here and talk about it. Flossie was an amazing advisor. She helped me structure the pitch competition, structure our pitch deck and get the script and get everything situated to where it didn't sound like a script. She took it off of what we knew, that we knew our business. So we had a chance that we get into this pitch competition to where we had a chance to get a grant for $20,000. Now, mind you, I had the mindset because of the military that I'm getting into the top 3. I also had in the back of my head that I had never pitched before. I may not get in there. So they split us up in 3 different rooms. 3 winners from each room went to the finals. We go to a dinner and our nice brand new suits that they hooked us up with. They have a silent auction, go through, they introduce us up there. On the spot, they tell us who the 3 winners are. And you are now gonna pitch again. Now instead of to 4 people, I'm pitching to 200 people. It's like, Now mind you, I was last. Thank God for me being last. First you go up there, they pitch, I go in there, and literally on the fly, my pitch changed. It stayed the same, but I started adding things because I fed off the crowd. I had them laughing, I had them rolling. I got them to understand the concept. The civilians understood it. The military really got it. We didn't win the $20,000 grant, but what Warrior Rising did next was the amazing thing. Is there was an individual, his name was Luke, his company was Crayons. He created a learning platform for the blind that they can learn a skill so they can get a job. 20% of the workforce is allotted for the blind. 100% of the blind is unemployed. It's a no-brainer. He was going to get it. The only thing that stopped us is we didn't have a production facility to get us the numbers we needed, but it was a pretty close race. But what Warrior Rising did was like, on top of giving us $20,000 loot, the other two participants, me and Josh had created a note-taking platform for students, instead of doing notes, he said he'd spent like weeks, 700 hours taking notes for finals and classes, stuff like that. Created this app that does it all for you, note-taking and creates lessons off of everything else. You two got here to the finalists. Thanks to the generosity of our donors. They also gave us $10,000 each. So the gifts, the mentorship, the networking was bar none top of the line. That was more important than the 10,000. The 10,000 was just icing on the cake. So right now we're at a little bit over $20,000 to get to our goal to be able what we need to get in the manufacturing facility. We need about $40,000. So we need help on the crowdfunding. Go to crayonsreadyto.com. Go there, you can find the crowdfunding. The moment we get this facility that we're working with, we can get that money before August. We will be shipping in August, people. So we need your help to get us that funding so we can be able to ship there. We're going to be able to ship in August is our goal. With our first batch August, full production in September, so we can make sure that every Marine can have it at the Marine Corps Ball. All the other branches, and whenever they invite their Marine buddies, can bring and have the pranks, and we can hit the holiday season. So our goal right now is if everything keeps going the way it's going, August, we'll be able to ship. If not, take pre-orders.
Are you ready to be an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurs are confident, positive, creative, resourceful, and resilient people who are faced with problems and they create solutions. If this sounds like you, tune in to Founders Time to learn more and start your journey.
That'd be amazing. And sure, everybody is going to be right behind you. You have a kid with them.
Yep.
Right?
So that'd be awesome. So, what is the price?
Right now, we can't give a price because we need to get a price point from the manufacturer of what it's going to cost to produce it, what it's going to cost for the molds, what it's going to cost for the material, the chocolates, the material, everything else. We don't have a price point yet. We're hoping to keep it under $20 a pouch because it is going to be a premium chocolate. They are getting 6 colors instead of the original 5. And this is where we played the joke off. The joke came to us. We're continuing the jokes. The military has a long-standing history of telling jokes about each other.
Given nicknames.
So, exactly. So we've named our crayons after each individual brand.
And each color?
Each color.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Jarhead Red for the Marines. Let me show you.
Yes. Please show us.
So we went off with
Oh no!
6
There it goes.
colors. Good thing it's wrapped.
Red.
See? It's wrapped. We're good. So we got Jarhead Red for the Marines, Squid Blue for the Navy, Dogface Green for the Army, Flyboy Yellow for the Air Force, Puddle Pirate Orange for the Coast Guard. And since the newly formed Space Force has been derived, we have now officially nicknamed the Space Force
What's it called?
Space Cadet White. So we have all of them available. There will be 6 colors available out there, and we'll have a definite, answer of when we can, be able to ship them. But we've got other things that are also out there available. Like I said, coloring sheets, we've got them available for free. Now, Rob from Miller Time Designs and the Veteran Tribe has created our stickers for us. So they can get our stickers on there. Stickers are run $3.50 each, or a pack of 3 for $10.49. $10.45 it is, $10.49, something like that. It's on the website. And then JD of Southpaw Leisure Concepts, who has the one-of-a-kind hat, did our patches. Custom leather hook and loop patches of our mascot, Lance Corporal Crunch. Yeah, they're a hook and loop. They're those are $18.99 for those. And we are debating whether Gina and David of Really Designs, is it Really Designs with them? Always Really Design. We're debating whether we're going to bring these out or not. So they did this cup for us. So that's my
it's a
own
pretty
cup.
cool cup.
Yeah, I like it.
So we're debating on whether bringing that out or not. And then I do these. It's hard to see with the matting over it, but it's the certified crayon eater stickers. These run $4.95. And this is great for anybody that's got a Marine in their life or a Marine that's a crayon eater to put on their vehicle that's certified crayon eater.
And where's your board?
Hmm?
Your woodwork.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Your woodwork.
you're woodworking.
The woodworking's on hold right now. It's more now of a therapy session. It's more of a hobby. It's just, things like this that I've done. I've done a collapsible phone stand, just something simple, small. But the woodworking is kind of dormant right now until I'm able to get this going. I need to have more of a focus on this one, and then I'll be able to pull the woodworking back up and again later on down the road. But we need to get this off the ground because we have a lot of people that are counting on it.
I can wait.
A lot of people can't wait.
Can you show us the crayons?
No,
Like this?
you are
Yeah,
going
you
to
do it.
show us
We know exactly.
because you were what branch again?
Army.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go with
Face.
you're gonna get yours while you're at it, and oh yes, video is coming.
Be prepared. You're gonna be tagged.
And I can color.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
you can.
Color whatever spot you want.
Want to shot?
Go right ahead.
That's pretty awesome. I like it. It's so fun to draw too, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Now you can do is try it.
Don't worry, it won't stain your teeth. I promise.
Mmm, yummy. This is yummy. This is super yummy. I like it. Genius. For real.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
You made it taste
It's a-
good as well.
It's a shocker.
It's not my head. You guys need to try this for real.
Once we can ship, that's our goal. We will as soon as we can ship.
You know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
home. Enjoy it.
It is
Rub it up,
yours.
It's all yours. But yeah, they can find us on crayonsreadytoeat.com. We're on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook at Crayons Ready to Eat, TikTok at Crayons Ready to Eat. And you also find us on Twitter, crayons_R_E. Yes, his finger looking good.
Oh,
ring.
But we can't use that saying.
No,
we
we can't.
can't. That's not ours.
But everything is you can find on our website, especially our crowdfunding. It's in the link of all of our bios. And it's one of the things that we also try to do is we try to make sure we comment back to everybody that we can because we get so many messages, different things. One thing that we are going to be doing that I haven't mentioned yet is that we have 11 amazing veteran milspouse dependent active duty artists that we're working with right now that we're going to be producing a coloring book. And it's going to be a Crayons Ready to Eat coloring book that is going to be between all branches, patriotic, eating our crayons. What's going to happen for these artists is it's going to give them an opportunity to actually be published, to start their artistic portfolio, to say, hey, they've been published somewhere, which it's hard for a lot of artists to get out there and be published somewhere. So we're giving them that groundwork for them to actually be published. We're also in talks with a couple different organizations that deal with children of the fallen heroes, whether it be the law enforcement, the military, or the Gold Star families, that if you buy a coloring book, we're going to give a coloring book with a pouch of crayons once we're able to ship. And August 2nd is National Crayon Day. That is the day, or National Coloring Book, my bad.
No.
National Crayon Day is March 31st. National Coloring Book Day is August 2nd. That's when we're going to launch our coloring. So right now we're in the process of communication with the artist, get everything done. If everything falls into play and everything works out right, we will be able to launch at least pre-sales or even direct sales, immediate sales on August 2nd.
Well, I have to ask. What's that face?
So there are a lot of situations in the Army that with the names that we have given the Army, most of them are either too long or they're too short. And they're always usually the dogs. They're in the doghouse. Why? Because the Army ends up going to take a battlefield. They take a location. They hold it for a moment. They lose it, and then us Marines have to go on back and take it up. So they're in the doghouse. So they got that sad face, the dog face look at them. So we had to go that way.
There was another name for it that we did come up with before, but Dogface Green was better because
we're off the tongue better.
Yeah. Because we were trying to play in with the grunt idea, but then that kind of overlapped into other branches, and we wanted
military
to
grunts and
for.
Well, I'm sure everybody listening, they're going to have a laugh about it. So I like it. So, why you explain the rest?
What do you mean?
The rest of the names.
Well, the Marines, we've always had a long-standing joke of being called jarheads. One, because of the haircuts we get, the high and tights. Basically it's shaped like the bottom of a freaking mason jar. Squid blue, the Navy, they're on the water, they're out in the seas, they're always hanging, out and around the water, so they're squids. Flyboy yellow, the reason we named it Flyboy yellow is most of the pilots are up there flying high and they're hiding and they're a little bit yellow in the back because they're not actually out there, in the thick of things. Coast Guard, puddle pirates, they're always piddling around out there in the water more than the Navy is and doing different things. And they're always trying to act like they're pirates whenever they're trying to stop pirates. So puddle pirate report is only fitting. And then there's always been a standing, with people that are spaced out or whatever, they're just as cadet. And since the Space Force is new and they are a branch of the Air Force, we figured, why not call them Space Cadets?
I think that's our first nickname so far, because I don't think anybody else has come up with one. So.
I don't know if anybody has, but we have officially nicknamed the Space Force.
I like it.
And then with Lance Corporal Crunch, there were basically two reasons behind it. We let him come up with the name, but Lance Corporal Crunch flows off. Now, if anybody knows anything in the military, the tankers, the guys that are in the tanks, they call them crunchies. And if you know anything about why they're called crunchies, if you fall out or you fall in while the tank is moving, you're going to become crunched. You're going to get literally crunched over, so they call them crunchies. So it pans out that Lance Corporal Crunch.
I love that. I love that you're taking all these names that are, it might be offensive, and then you just turn around and you actually change the mindset. I love that transformation. I think that's amazing. And that's something that everybody should do when they're stuck on a name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, we definitely for sure had brought the joke to reality while bringing, what was our saying there? It was...
We want to make everyone a crayon eater one CRA at a time.
Oh, but it was the other one that we came up with recently.
Which one was that one?
It was bringing a joke to reality while tapping into the creative mind.
Oh, yeah. Basically, the mission statement we're doing is bringing a military joke to reality while tapping into the creative mind.
We're trying to say that more often.
Yeah, that's basically what our mission statement is what behind our mission statement, because not only do we have the crayons, we have the coloring books. You know what I mean?
You need a flag.
Yeah, a guide on it will come eventually.
It's nice. That was a nice new. While we were coming up with this product, that was a cool thing to find out from me to you about you being an artist way back when too, because that was another little bit of a platform that we could fall under, because I used to draw all the time. Of course, after getting out of high school, that kind of stopped. We still have that reach of, we still love our artists, whether it's music or coloring or paint or poetry, still pulls that in too.
But there's this thing about that you pick up a crayon and you are drawing and you have to draw. That is something like it brings us back to be when we were children, right? That's awesome. And And then I know all the children of the world that are going to be listening to this and watching this.
Yeah.
Where can they buy the ones that stain the teeth? Because I'm sure they want to have the teeth blues and red and yellow.
So right now, if you go to our website, crayonsreadytoeat.com, we're not able to sell the crayons themselves, but we can sell the other product. If you go to our crowdfunding, you can share it. Sharing is free and sharing is caring.
Hey everybody, are you dressed and having fun yet? Well, I am gussied up. Now, a little bit of trivia. I thought gussied up was a Southern term for when women are all dressed up in the South. They refer to them as gussied up. And kind of like when men are all dressed up, they are called Dapper Dan. But technically, it is a term used by Americans, Australians, and Canadians that refers to, and it comes back from the 1900s, and it refers to dressed and embellished. So here I am, all dressed and embellished. Now, I would have worn the glasses, but they're not quite indoor glasses. So